Dallas Cowboys played this past Saturday or Sunday.
Get the tissues.
Sunday afternoon. And, it was a bittersweet win that has the Dallas Cowboys in first place of the NFC East.
Correct.
And
at what cost, Dad? At what cost?
Well, it depends. I mean, do you have any faith in Dalton? Do you think he can do what Foles did with the Eagles when he slipped in for Wentz? Because Wentz had
I saw this. I think it might have been on Max Garza's Facebook, actually. It says the Cowboys still have the best quarterback in the NFC East because you have Daniel Jones with the Giants, who isn't, a great quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
You have Alex Smith, who came back for the Washington football team, but they got Haskins, a rookie, last year.
Alex Smith had an injury,
very not similar to Dak's, but his was more toward, I believe it was the calf,
the femur,
the femur, and
still, dude, that's
he actually got gangrene, and he almost died.
Okay.
He was on his deathbed. He almost died of a really bad fever because he got infection. But yeah, very similar to Dax. So anyway, going back to your point, the Dalton can. And Dalton is a starting quarterback. He could be a starting quarterback on a lot of other teams. He was with the Bengals for a long time, Dad, so everybody knows the Bengals aren't the best team.
Yeah.
So maybe now with an offense like the Cowboys have, Dalton can do enough
to
win the NFC East and get us to the playoffs.
What happened with Romo and then Dak came in, and look at what happened with Dak. He went on an undefeated streak, man, almost. Mm-hmm. And so now Dalton's in that position, and this is his chance to become the quarterback that he's always wanted to be, and with the greatest team in sports franchise history, the Dallas Cowboys, man.
This is where you give the offseason move of signing a quarterback like Andy Dalton as your backup. Mm-hmm. This is where you praise whoever made that move, in the Cowboys front office, because to have a guy like Andy Dalton compared to, remember when they had like Ryan Leaf, and they had like these backup quarterbacks who you knew weren't gonna get you there.
Nah.
When Aikman would get hurt, or when Romo,
no, this guy's proven. Dalton is a proven veteran. He's been around 8 years, something like that, right?
Yeah, and then you give him an offense like the Cowboys, and but they won 37-34. Again, the Cowboys, what is it with the Cowboys and nail biters?
Yeah.
And then having the lead and then losing the lead and then, coming back at the very, very end.
That first Giants touchdown, the tackling wasn't there, dude. It's like the defense is really struggling.
They gave up 34 points to the Giants. Mm-hmm. I don't think the Giants had scored 34 points altogether in their previous 3 games.
And they scored in the first quarter, and they hadn't scored a touchdown in the first quarter. Yeah. They had only scored a field goal so far.
Yeah.
So it seems like, and I've always said this, all the teams, they always, it's
always the Super Bowl when they play the Cowboys.
Yes, it's always the Super Bowl. If we lose every single game of the season, as long as we beat the Cowboys, we're good. You know what I mean? And so they step up, man, to play the Cowboys all the time, man.
What also helped was that they got Zeke going. He had 16 carries for 91 yards and 2 touchdowns. So when you get, they needed to rely a little bit more on Zeke because Dak went out, but you get that running game going, you get Zeke going, then you have the play action where you can hit guys like CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb had 124 yards, and he's not even, your number one receiver. You have Cooper, as your number one receiver.
Something that I question is the smartness of Dak Prescott, the intelligence on the field, because your intellectual quarterback would have slid instead of trying to run like a running back. That's what got him hurt. A quarterback's protocol when he's running with the ball and he's about to get tackled is slide, dude. Don't get hurt. You're the guy that we are depending on to win this game. You're the leader of this team. You need to take care of yourself when we're not around you to protect you. And he just threw that out and just tried to bully that linebacker or whoever was trying to, hey, dude, calm down, bro. And look at what happens. He busted his ankle. I don't think that was pretty smart of him to do it. It sucks that he got hurt.
Yeah.
But I think you have to have some sort of intellectual, when you're the quarterback, you're the leader.
Yeah,
you need to take care of yourself. It was horrific.
It was probably one of the I mean, it's on the screen right now. I mean, that was one of the worst injuries that you can have. But as a player on the field, you always think, I'm a competitor. I want to get that extra yard. But you do make a point. I mean, he's the quarterback of the team. But you see guys like, like Patrick Mahomes do it every single week, scramble. Because they're younger guys. I mean, that's just in their nature.
But if Patrick Mahomes is getting tackled, he's not going to fight it, dude. He's going to probably throw himself down into the ground and, okay, you got me, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing about it is you have to think about the score. You have to think about the time. If you're down and you can get that extra couple of yards, you're probably gonna not want to go down, and now if you're up 20 and if somebody's coming to attack you, then you're probably gonna want to slide. I mean, that's the way that I look at it.
The quarterback's health is primary, dude. I mean, he needs to take care of himself, make sure he doesn't get injured, because then what happens? They go to the backups. Fortunately, we have Dalton. Fortunately, we have a proven quarterback. But I hope a lot of quarterbacks are watching this film and saying, you know what? I ain't going to do what Dak did. I'm going to slide and just, get tapped. And you know what? I'm going to get whatever yardage I can. I'm not going to fight for the first down. I'm not a running back. I'm not a fullback. I'm a quarterback.
But if you're the leader on your team and if Zeke and CeeDee Lamb and all the Cowboys see Dak hustling out there and trying to run through linebackers to get that extra first down, what do you think that's going to do to them? Hey, man, if Dak's doing it, we need to get on our game.
Well,
so I totally understand what Dak was doing. It's just a freak accident.